One is this energy and commitment and sometimes courage of young people when they know the problems and when they're empowered to act. It's incredible. And secondly, it's this brain. You know, we chimpanzees, I've said, are more like us than any other creature. What's the biggest difference? In my mind, it's the fact that even though our brains look the same in structure, our intellect has developed explosively. It doesn't make sense to compare the human intellect with the chimp intellect, even though we know that chimpanzees can learn more than 400 signs of American Sign Language and do complex things with a computer. It doesn't make sense. We've got this little thing, haven't we, wandering about on Mars and taking photographs. I mean, you know, that's a sort of epitome of the human brain. And it's unfortunate we've used our brain for weapons of mass destruction and horrible things like that, but you know, there is this huge potential for using our brain to try and solve some of the problems we've created, and it's happening. We all know about solar energy, we know about, I don't know, there's always controversy about wind farms, there's controversy about using the tide, I know especially around Orkney, but the brains are working, and that's the important thing, and we are beginning to think about our use of fossil fuels and the greenhouse gas and the intensive farming leading to the methane gas that is such a damaging gas to the ozone layer. So there's our brains beginning to work to help Mother Nature. And then there's the resilience of Mother Nature herself. You all must know places that we made ugly and barren and horrible, and how if you give nature a chance, then those places can become green and beautiful again. Animals on the very brink of extinction can be given another chance. The last book I did is called Hope for Animals and Their World, and it was the most wonderful book to write because every single story, and they come from all around the world, was about animals that but for a group of dedicated people would not be with us anymore, and now they have a second chance. It's very inspirational. And finally, there's the indomitable human spirit, the people who tackle seemingly impossible problems and won't give up. And this little guy illustrates that. He's actually Mr. H Jr., Mr. H Senior, who's 19 years old. I had to leave behind in Germany for an operation because, as he's been around with me for 16 years, his head was coming off. But a few years ago, Mr. H